Hey folks, DJ with the Rabbit Squirrel Garage, and I haven't put out a video in a while, but the weather's been terrible and my garage is not heated. I got a heater for it, but it's just not good enough, so it looks like it's getting a little warmer here. Over the next couple of days I should be able to get some work done, but I will fill you in on this. I figured out what was wrong with the Audi. Audi, how do you say that? Audi. I don't know, I'm calling it an Audi. Anyway, come to find out, it's actually transmission fluid that is in my coolant. And the, because I let it run and revved it up a little bit, and now my transmission fluid also has water in it. So there it is. They're swapping, which means it's the radiator. So I've ordered a bunch of new parts. Spent about $600 altogether, right around there, a little more than that. Anyway, so I got a radiator. Wait, let me put my glasses on so I can read what I wrote. I got a new radiator, a new transmission filter kit, the G12 antifreeze that the Audi requires, some new transmission fluid, and I also have, if needed, a thermostat and a water pump. I've got them on hand. I've already ordered them. Got them sitting upstairs. They're ready to, if I need them, I've got them. So, but I'm not going to change them out unless I absolutely have to. So what I plan on doing is basically just draining all the fluids and then flushing them out. For the coolant, I'll just use water and just keep going until it looks clear. For the transmission, I will probably just use the cheapest ATF transmission fluid I can find and flush all of it out, and then once I get it all flushed out, then I will go ahead and replace the radiator. And I got a new filter for the transmission, so I'll replace that, and then I'll fill everything back up, and hopefully should work. It should be okay. If not, then I'll have to flush it all again, but you know, it is what it is. So what I'll do is I'm going to take you outside and I'm going to show you what the coolant looks like now that it's settled, and what the transmission fluid looks like now that it's settled. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put these seat covers on. Just some simple Amazon seat covers I got. Put those on today, and I might show you a little bit of that. I don't know. But yeah, the biggest thing is now I know what the problem with the car is, and that explains my transmission issue, and it also explains what I thought was oil in the coolant. Okay, so here we are, folks. First off, I'm going to show you the dipstick for the transmission. Just look at that. White, milky, just completely, you can tell that that's water mixed with transmission fluid now. Whereas before, when I pulled it out, it just looked like straight transmission fluid with a little bit, just a little bit. So now if you go and look at the fluid itself, so if you look at that, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a nice red tint to it. And what looked like oil before is now looks red now that it's settled down. So that's definitely what's the problem. It's going to be the radiator. What they have is at the bottom of the radiator down here, if you can see it very well, but down in the bottom of the radiator is where the transmission fluid goes in and gets cooled. This does not have an additional cooler for the transmission. So you can kind of see down in the bottom, down in there. Those two lines right there, I believe, are what they are. Those look kind of rusty too. So yeah, we'll have to play with it. I'm going to go ahead and just replace this radiator, and we'll get that going. Hopefully that solves all the issues as far as, you know, the functionality of the transmission and the engine. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some car seat covers put on, and we'll see how those look. Here's the seat covers that were on it. You can see that they're all chewed up and just old, and I need that. And they just need replaced, and you can see the seats themselves are just horrible. there's no way to really repair these, at least not that I know of. See the driver's side. Oh, the driver's side seat's wet. Something's leaking. Look, it's got mold too. So I need to find out where that, oh, I see it right there. See that little drip? There's a drip right here. Alright, well, that tells me where it's leaking. So, yeah, we'll have to get that fixed. Figure out why it's leaking. But even the back seat, you know, you can see the top of the back seat's all rusted, messed up too. The base of the back seat looks okay, but since the top's messed up, I'm gonna go ahead and just put seat covers on it anyway. Yeah, well, there it went. I was hoping to get something done today on the car, but apparently luck is not with me. There's no sense in putting the seat covers on if it's just going to get wet and leaked on again. So I need to take that off, the top apart, and you know, just pop it up and find out why it's leaking. But now it's raining on me, so I don't want to do that in the rain and make the inside of it even more wet. So yeah, hopefully the parts will come in for the radiator and all that next week sometime, and I'll get a new video out of me replacing all of that. That's going to be a lot of work. New radiator, new transmission filter, so on and so forth. So, alright folks, I'm going to go ahead and end it there, and hope you liked it, and I'll catch you on the next one.